YouTube. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. This is Thomas with Mr. Fix-All Home and Garden out of Raleigh, North Carolina, coming at you again. Okay, let me tell you about this morning. I'm at my storage facility here in Franklin County, Gatekeepers, and I've been renting from these guys, probably going on 6, almost close to 7 years in this location. They offer me the best rates that I've found anywhere. That guy's got a cool trailer. I like his name. Anyway, they offer the best rates on storage that you can possibly find. Now, these spaces right here are $45, and as you can see, you can fit some pretty big trailers in them. You know, I've got my trailer right there, and I got a cool little spot because I'm on a catty corner, so I actually have double the space of anybody else. Because see where this line separates? Well, this guy's never here, so I put all my trash and barrels and all kinds of stuff in there. And not only that, I got it on this side too. See, I'm right in that perfect V. So my physical space is twice the size of anybody's because I get to utilize all that space. And I got storage behind here, which is cool too. It's actually a fairly large area, but you can see I got plenty of room back here in this corner to stack a bunch of stuff. Well, for $45 a month, that is getting really economical as far as I'm concerned. Okay, this video is going to be about storage, but I had an interruption this morning where one of my best friend's son wanted to go look at this 4 acres. Okay, I went out there. The place has got a lot of trash on it, a lot of trash, but a lot of the trash is usable, and a lot of it can be sold, and a lot of it's just garbage that's going to be thrown away. It's going to cost them, and they can make some money on it. But the father showed up, okay? Junior was there. Now, Junior's the one that owns the RV on my land, okay? But he's basically abandoned it there for a year. He's been only up there maybe 3 or 4 times in a year. So the bottom line is I told Junior, I said, well, make a decision on what you want to do with your RV. You can bring it on your land. Oh, I'm not going to live in that little small place. So from what I hear is basically that RV is going to be donated to me. It's going to stay right where it is in Eflin. So that's cool. I'll fix it up. I'll renovate it and do what I need to do. And there's no title to it, but screw it. I'll keep it anyway. You know, as long as it's up there, it's got a good air conditioner. I can always escape the heat in the summertime. Just hook the generator up and use that. Okay, now, the father showed up, and him and I are best friends. He owns Equinox Landscaping. Now, him and I have always had a professional relationship. You know, we help each other out, and we've been doing that for years. We also were in the car business together. Okay, he showed up, so we talked. He's thinking about buying it. Okay, the 4 acres is $20,000. The tax value on it's $40,000. They're trying to get the guy to get it at 15. They want to try to buy it at $15,000 only because there's so much damn trash up there. And I told him I think that's what they should be doing, is trying to work out a deal because of the trash. And you know, put that part the whole situation. Well, I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know what the outcome of that whole situation is. So I really just don't know, like I said, on that one. But it's okay. Now, I went ahead and just decided to go ahead this week. The next 4 days, I'm busy. I've got to do a stone paver job. I got to stain a deck. And the deck's going to be tomorrow. I've already picked up the stain from Sherwin-Williams today, and I just went to Lowe's and picked up all these stone. So there's about 25 of them. And then I'll get to the part about the storage and all that, the convenience factor. But you can see I got the dump trailer, paver sand, some rock that I need for a little washout area, and all the rest of this is edger stones, and then just a little small sidewalk area, a little pad that she wants out of her back door. Okay, so I got everything loaded, everything's ready to go. Nice little car, huh? An old 380 SL, and of course that's slick too. Look at that Airstream. That's an oldie, but I tell you what, that guy actually uses it. I've seen him go camping 3 times a year, pull that thing out of there 3 times a year. That thing's worth a lot of money right there. But anyway, I'm sure it's not for sale. Okay, storage. Now, I've had this place for a long time. And at $45 a space, I've got 2 spaces. That's $90. That's really, really, really economical. It's exactly 6 miles from my house. So as far as coming up here and getting my stuff out, not a big deal. No hassle factor involved. Okay. Plus security. I've been here for, God, 7 years, like I said, and I've never had a problem. I've never had a break-in. I've never had anything, you know, knock on wood. But you know, it's pretty well secure. You know, we're surrounded by a big chunk of land behind us and a big fence back here with a retaining wall. It's just hard to, it would be hard to get into this place. But anyway, if you guys are going to start a small business, and you got to really consider, you may need a van, a truck. You'll need a storage in, whether it's a, you know, one of these enclosed ones behind me, or an open space for a trailer. Depending on if you want to store your stuff inside a trailer, that's fine. But you got to consider where you're going to rent, and the cost factors in renting as part of a business expense. Okay, so you know, I've had, like I said, I've been here 7 years, but I've written this place off for 7 solid years in taxes because this is called rental. Now, of course, I got the land. Everything is, all my other equipment's up there, which that's free. So I still can charge for storage rental for my business equipment because I've got 3 trucks and 5 trailers. It doesn't matter that I only have 2 here. As far as a business is concerned, I've got to park them somewhere, so there's some cost involved, okay? Regardless if it's incurred or not incurred. But the bottom line, as far as taxes are concerned, is incurred business expense, okay? Equipment storage fee expense, whatever you want to call it, but your CPA will be able to tell you exactly, you know, what's the deal with that and keep you legal. But okay, you got to consider your storage fees and everything like that. You got to also consider that if you're in the landscaping business or the construction business, the bottom line is you've got debris. So you got to also haul off a lot of debris. Okay, so what I've been able to, of course, pull off is the reason why I bought that particular trailer, that box trailer, is about every 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days, I'll bring a load out here and just fill it up until I get it to about right there. And that'll hold quite a bit, about 4,000 pounds of crap. All right. Then when I go down to Durant Road and dump everything, it costs me exactly $35. So you keep that expense in mind. So I don't have to worry, being that I'm a business. I just go where all the business and contractors go to dump their stuff, and which that's all right down the street too. So location. The cost of where you are, if you're in a city and you're really in a bigger city, and you're running a company, you know, rent's going to be a whole bunch higher. Being that I can just jump right across one county line, and everything just gets cheaper in Franklin County. Okay, I'm in Franklin County. Right this way behind me is Wake County. Everything goes 2 times as much expensive. So, yeah, because I had a shop for 3 years. You know, in a lot of my videos, I was at that shop. That place became too expensive. So I had to get a plan B, and the plan B was my land. So that whole thing I was thinking about was constantly storage, was on my mind constantly, is storage. So keep that in the back of your mind. You know, you start getting halfway successful, you'll start needing more and more storage, especially if you accumulate a couple of vehicles and a couple of trailers. And if you don't have a house or a piece of property that you can store everything on, and then you write half your property off as a business expense, guess what? You're going to be paying rent somewhere. Okay, so you guys get the gist of that message. Everything I do, I always shop for a deal, okay? Remember that. Number 1 is the deal. I was doing a video that I uploaded the other day, yesterday, about political correctness, my little political ass-chewing video. And, you know, it's true, what I said in that video. Everything, when it comes down to it, my business is about money. My thing is how much of the money can I keep? If I'm going to work, I'm going to keep as much as I possibly can over and above the IRS, over and above all state and federal taxes. It doesn't matter. A business license, insurance, liability, all these different things that it takes to run a business, okay? Cost and operating cost, cash, anything that you have to spend money on to operate that business on a daily basis. I have one video that I put up there quite a while back. It was called Daily Cost Management, okay? You got to be able to look at your daily cost every single day and know what they are. And you got to account for that in your labor. Now remember, your labor is very, very important, because if you don't know, and I know a lot of my subscriber is, my number one problem is knowing what to charge. Okay, fair enough. You've got to do a lot of math to be able to get those calculations. And if you don't know what your expenses are, you can't calculate your profits or your hourly rate. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, guys, I got kind of long-winded on this one. This is more a business educational video. When it comes to cost, rent, storage, money's involved, a lot of things to consider when you run a small business. And if you don't consider all these factors, what happens is that you won't charge enough money per hour, especially when you're trying to book and bill. Okay, and if you don't have your numbers correct, you'll bankrupt your own self right in front of yourself, and you wouldn't even know you did it, because you're not looking at your expenses, or you didn't calculate or cost estimate out your expenses. And if you don't look down the road 2 and 3, 4, or 5 years, and that's why they have all these business planner guys out there. They'll help you plan your business, your expenses, your advertising, all the costs associated with running operation, whether it's at my size or larger or whatever. But anyway, you guys have a great day. You know what to do. Subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on another clip. This is Thomas with Mr. Fix-All Home and Garden out of Raleigh, North Carolina, in Franklin County at the storage unit, and making sure all my equipment and my supplies are ready to go for my stone paver job. You guys have a great day. Bye.